You can still love someone, but they can be an absolutely not good fit for you. It's up to us to determine what we're willing to accept in our life, what kind of relationship we ultimately want, what are our boundaries, and are those boundaries being crossed? And what are we willing to give up if we stay in this relationship? And one of the things I talk a lot about with in the women that I work with is this concept of self-abandonment. And so oftentimes, if you're in a toxic or unhealthy relationship, in order to stay in that relationship, they have to essentially abandon themselves, their needs, their wants, their desires, right? And so that is really important for them to notice, like, am I abandoning who I am and what I want to stay in this relationship? And those are the kinds of decisions that they need to ultimately make. You can still love someone, but they can be an absolutely not good fit for you. And you have to say, like, what is it that I'm willing to give up if I need to give something up? Or what is it that I really truly want in a relationship? And is this it?
So, let's say you have your spouse or significant other, and in your mind, you feel like, oh, this is a person that I love, but they're not exactly right. I'm going to fix them.
Yeah, it's hard to fix people. I think a lot of people go into a relationship thinking they can fix people. I think a better approach would be to say, here's something that really upsets me. Can I bring this up to my partner? Is this something they're willing to change? And to go from there. But I think the conversation needs to happen about how their partner does something that really bothers them and that they would love for them to change it. And the partner has to decide if they're willing to do that. But I think or consciously going into a relationship and saying, I'm going to change this person, we really don't have the capacity to change anybody. We have the capacity to share how we're feeling about something, and we can certainly explain it to the person that we love, but there's no guarantee that they're going to make those changes.
So, you talk about the concept of going from self abandonment to self leadership. What does self abandonment actually look like in someone who doesn't recognize it?
Yeah, self abandonment is essentially giving up what you want and need. And so, for example, if you're somebody who really needs affection in a relationship and you're not getting any of that because you're with an avoidant partner who likes to be distant, you're abandoning your need for affection. If you're somebody who thrives on open communication and you like to resolve issues and not just sweep them under the rug, and you're with a partner who doesn't want to resolve anything and kind of wants to just forget about all arguments that happen and pretend they never happened, then you're abandoning your need to have open communication and problem solve. And so that's the concept of self-abandonment, is what's important to you. If you're constantly giving that up to stay in a relationship, then you're abandoning yourself. And this concept of self-leadership is when you're moving into recognizing, here's what I need. These are my non-negotiables, and I'm not willing to give them up. So if I need a emotionally attuned partner who's going to listen to my um, to me express my needs and not dismiss them, then that's a non-negotiable, and that's something I'm not willing to settle for. So I'm going to make sure that I pursue a relationship where I can access that.